Ray McClelland has brought us an Isuzu Pup, I think they call him. I don't remember.
I'm representing Diesel Truck Nation right
Oh,
now.
sorry. Oh, that's a little bigger.
Does this truck make me look small?
No, you're always small.
This is a Ford F-350 something.
Yeah.
Crew cab with a long. This is as much truck as Ford makes. Now they make a dually. This is not a dually, but in terms of full cab and full bed, this is as long as Ford makes a truck, right?
Pretty much.
They don't get any bigger than this,
nope.
right?
Nope. Well, they go in 650 and that kind of thing, but in this platform, this is the biggest you can get.
Yeah, and when they go into 650, we always have this argument.
Yeah.
It comes with no bed. Like that's for you to put your own tow service, whatever you're doing, catering, whatever. All right. Anyway, so this is as much as it gets. Obviously, you've done a ton of stuff to this truck. What have you done?
I mean, we actually built it in about 10 days for Fireball Run. It's Transcontinental Rally, Find Missing Children. So we just kind of threw a bunch of parts at it. We fabbed some of the stuff, but we got an 8-inch lift kit on it. We've got 38 1550s. We've got an intake, exhaust. It's not California legal.
Wow.
We wanted to make some power. You
he trailered this year.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, we put the tonneau cover on. It's got a bed slide that'll handle 2,000 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, we've got train horns.
Matt can get up there with his lady friend then. Go at it all night.
Anytime
She's a big woman.
Need to use it. I mean, feel free to swing by. I mean, it hauls a lot of weight.
And I love the air horns facing backwards. Just, I had those things installed in Jimmy Kimmel's car because I was doing a show in Brea once. I got out, pulled in the parking lot at night behind the club, got out of my car, and some douchebag was parked in there facing me on the other side. Gave it a shot and fucking almost jumped out of my skin. And I always said, look, here's what we got to do. Jimmy, you got to get in your car. We got the air horns hooked up. You get a new celebrity every week. This would be the greatest YouTube show ever.
Yeah.
We put a bunch of cameras all over the car. You get Ben Affleck in the car. On the ride down to the Ivy, famous restaurant where the paparazzi hangs out. I know they don't spend a lot of dyno time. I know there's not a lot of commingling going on there.
They don't valet this.
You go down there, he tells you, the celebrity tells you the worst paparazzi story about the time he came out with his newborn from the hospital and then knocked his wife over.
Dropped his kid
and blah, blah, blah. And then once we pull up in front of the Ivy and all the paparazzi gather around the front of the car, you hit them once with the air horn and blow their asses away.
It'd be like a scene in the Matrix where they all just bodies start flying out of there like that. Yeah.
I mean, you can give that. I'm going to stand this way, but you can give that thing a shot.
Oh, it's got a 200-pound switch, so
and you can fire that.
It might take like 45 minutes to load.
Oh my God! Look, I knew it was coming to scare the crap out of me.
You can't stand near it. It's painful.
Well, the idea started with the tanks because we put airbags in the back, so when we tow, we could just pump up the bags for carrying weight.
Right.
And I put an extra tank, a bigger tank in there, so if we get a flat tire, I mean, it's hard as hell to fix these things, and you can't carry a spare unless you get something crazy. So I wanted to be able to pump up a tire and repair it on the side of the road, and I was like, well, while we're here, you're in California, and there's a lot of asshole drivers, so it makes sense to put them on there.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God. All right.
Jimmy's car, by the way, we put air horns on a BMW X5. So it's not like he's rolling around in an F-350, you know, like
you'd expect it from this, but not an X5.
No, you can't see them. They're not like glued onto the roof or anything like that.
No,
they're hidden.
They ain't a diesel train, but it sounds like one.
But yeah, we did, full LEDs. I mean, this thing at night, when you kick on all these LEDs, it's like daytime. I mean, it's crazy.
Can you pop the hood? I can't actually see the engine, but... So and you were saying that obviously you guys got to modify it a little bit, and you've got your tune and stuff on it. What kind of power are you making?
It's around 600 to the tires and almost 1,200 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow.
1,200.
But I mean, the truck's 9,500 pounds. So I mean, because we've got a lot of weight put on here, there's a lot of extra stuff that we have on here.
This is not light. This is not carbon fiber.
Just sips fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what did you do to the motor to get it to 1,200 foot-pounds of torque?
Just really the motor, the transmission, the axles, everything's all stock.
How do you get it to 12?
Tuning.
Oh, that's why.
It's got a turbo on it already.
Yeah. That's why the Nissan. You don't do a lot of pulls with the Nissans, right? But
No, I mean, it's not necessarily, it's about being prepared and pulling accurate information so you don't have to do a bunch of pulls. Some guys get on there and they want to do 50 pulls and then take it all, compile it, and say, okay, what's the average? Realistically, we want to make sure we're pulling accurate information the first time.
All right.
Why don't you fire it up?
Yeah, fire it up. I'm not going to the back of that car, man. I'm scared. I'm officially scared.
Just don't honk that damn horn again. I love your step, although this doesn't help me much. That comes down 5 inches.
Yeah, you still.
So they're relatively quiet until you boost, and then you let off.
Oh, you boost and then let off.
Yeah.
Boost and then let off.
Yeah. So I mean, but they're pretty stout. I mean,
you do the same thing with your wallet as I do with my wallet. I always throw it there because I hate sitting on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you pull out in these things, and believe it or not, I get guys that want to race me in cars all the time. And we'll hit, you know, in Oxnard, you'll see one of these streets, we come up and it splits 2 lanes wide so people can kind of get around, like the farm tractors and stuff. Right. And they always pull next to me and they'll try to beat me out of the light, and I'll just hit the traction control and put in 4-wheel drive, and they're pissed off as hell whenever I pass them up because it actually pulls pretty damn hard.
Well, with 1,200 foot-pounds of torque, the light is where you want them. I mean, the top, obviously the top speed is not where it's going to be, but that instant torque.
Well, I'm great at 8th mile. Beyond 8th mile, forget it.
There's no real top end to it, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, cool.
All right, so Ray, where should people go if they want to find out about your shop, your show, whatever information they want to get from you?
The easiest way is just to search Full Throttle Kustomz, and that's with a K and a Z. So, I mean, that or Ray McClelland, you're going to come up with all kind of information. And good and bad, actually.
Your website is at
FullThrottleKustoms.com.
Okay.
All right. Well, now I'm officially excited because we're going to go look at the Newman Z car, and we're going to squeeze some extra horsepower out of it. So, until next time, this is Adam Kroll for Matt the Moderator, DeAndrea, and Ray McClelland saying, keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.